With his return to a full-time Formula 1 drive, Daniel Ricciardo was tipped as the hottest driver to take Sergio Perez's seat in 2025. But with his return to his old stomping ground in what was Toro Rosso and is now Visa Cash App RB, Daniel Ricciardo has underwhelmed with his performances since his return, taking the seat from Nick de Vries. Daniel Ricciardo has struggled to put together his driving in the Visa Cash App RB since his return to his full-time drive. Although he had some flashes of very good performance, we think back to Mexico when he did an outrageous job to bring his AlphaTauri home 7th at the end of the Grand Prix, but has struggled at other occasions to really pull together a convincing argument as to why he should be the one to get that seat in the top Red Bull team. Daniel Ricciardo is an excellent driver. He's a race winner and he is somebody who has the potential to do very well in Formula 1. But he has struggled since he left Renault to go to McLaren. He has struggled to put together a very convincing drive. He did again have flashes of very good moments at McLaren, for example the win in Monza, but on the whole he really has struggled to string together a solid, convincing argument as to why he should be in one of the front-running teams. Now, Daniel Ricciardo is a confidence driver and he needs the confidence within himself to be able to drive at his top level. And these moments of questioning the car and why he can't get the lap time out of the car is what is destroying his confidence and making him struggle to compete at the sharp end. Meanwhile, other drivers like Yuki Tsunoda, Liam Lawson and even Carlos Sainz are making arguments for themselves and convincing arguments as to why they should be the ones who should be considered for that seat. Talking on the F1 Nation podcast, Damon Hill made a very interesting point about why Daniel Ricciardo might be struggling. In summary, he basically said that when you're younger, you can adapt more to these cars. Take, for example, Ollie Behrman, who was able to jump into that car and was basically just told, this is what you've got, go and do your best. And as a young driver with very little experience in these Formula 1 cars, he could just jump into it and do whatever he could do with that car. But as you get older, you've experienced more race cars and you've experienced different regulation cycles, and you may be looking, or in Daniel Ricciardo's case, chasing a certain car feel and performance which that car is just not able to give you, or you are just not able to find. And in the meantime, you're passing up good car setups to try to find the perfect car setup, which is not something he can necessarily hope to find. Now, we all have a fond spot for Daniel Ricciardo as a driver and as a person. We like his smiling, enthusiastic face as he comes into the paddock, and he has a good-natured banter and joke with all of the people he works with and the other drivers and teams. He's a very well-liked character. But if he hopes to be able to do more than just drive around in the back in a Visa Cash App RB, he really needs to, especially over the next few races, make an argument for himself as to why he should be further up the grid in a more competitive car. There were rumours going around that he had been told that if he doesn't pick up his performance within the next few races, then he would be dropped as early as the summer break. Dr. Helmut Marko has come out and rejected that argument, but it would be clear that what Red Bull want to do with the seat in 2025 will be decided most probably by the middle of the year. If they're looking to make a change or they're looking to keep Perez, it should be confirmed by time we get to the summer break. So in reality, it's not wrong to say that Daniel Ricciardo really only has until the summer break to make a convincing case as to why he should get that seat. In the meantime, Perez is trying to make the case why he should keep it. Yuki Tsunoda is desperately trying to show that he has made improvements, and really it seems like Yuki Tsunoda is just overlooked as he's not going to be that driver for Red Bull. And there's other drivers like Carlos Sainz who Red Bull are sniffing around potentially, who are also in the running for a competitive race drive at Red Bull. So is Daniel Ricciardo capable of lifting his game and being able to run at the sharp end of Formula 1 once again? Well, if he ever has any hopes of doing so, he really needs to start showing why he deserves that seat. Let me know in the comments if you think Daniel Ricciardo will be able to turn his season around in his effort to get a full-time race drive at Red Bull Racing.